Well, look who's returned. Raven, the Miele W Classic WDA210WPM has returned for another wash. This is her first solo video after the revealing. Got a bit of an interesting story to tell about her. So let's see. You're watching Florence Ballard A3060 on film. So here she is, my faithful Miele W Classic, my very own and very first Miele. So let's get this quickly wrapped up so we can get on with the cycle. We're going to be doing minimum iron in this. I'm going to do minimum iron 60 because you'll see how differently to the W562 this operates. As we know, these are W1 programmed. So, a couple of days ago, Miele engineer, a really lovely Miele engineer came out from Bury and he gave me a real good history lesson on Mieles and everything. It turns out there is nothing wrong with this Miele, but it still does not make any sense to me. Apparently, according to... So I don't know who here has seen how Miele do the repairs on the machine. They've got obviously a computer and they plug the machine into the PC port. But apparently this machine does not have a load sensor. Now, the manual for this machine states that there is one. Even John Lewis, who are a specified Miele outlet, state the WDA210, in fact all of the W Classic range, have a load sensor. And I know they do, because by now Miele have used load sensors in every single one of their machines, even though these were the budget end of... They were the last run of this space frame design. I know this has a load sensor. Now Charlie, washing machine guy, his dad has, I think, the WDA101, it's a straight fascia one. His one load sensors. Chris's one for his parents, WDA110, which is the bottom of the line of the angle fascia models, that has a load sensor. So I gave him a test and I said, okay, well my mum's got the W562, and I said, does that have a load sensor? We know that machine does have a load sensor because we obviously for the last 17 years have seen that working. He searched it up and he said, no, this W562 does not have a load sensor. What he said is, there's a separate shock absorber that measures by, so these measure by weight, whereas the new W1s, they measure by how much water the machine has to take in. But he said that the W562 does not have that pin. No, he is correct. The W562 does not have that. Neither does this machine. But the W562 has an active load sensor, and I told him that. I said, yeah, but my mum's one does cut time off. So I don't know if there's something else to this. The only thing I can think is, has this been fitted with some kind of board that doesn't have this? So it is annoying that, in other words, now I am getting 2-hour-long cycles unless I select short. You know, for a load that I'm going to do here, I mean, obviously minimum iron doesn't always load sense. On mum's one it doesn't always, but I know that cottons should. But yeah, so I don't understand it. It is a bit disappointing for this machine because it means I'm not fond of long cycles, but I don't know how to go around it. There's no menu on this machine, so it's not like I can... It's not like the scroll menu ones where you can go and change the load. You can actually disable the load sensor. On this, it's just like the W562. You just have to go in through the test modes. So I don't know what... The only thing in my mind is to get another W Classic and see if that has a load sensor, and if it's the same one as this, or I get the WDA211 maybe. Maybe I thought maybe because mine's the EcoComfort model, that might be why. But then there's also the EcoComfort and Plus, which is the WDA211, which is the top of the line model of the W Classics. Maybe I might have to get another W Classic and then see which one has the load sensor, and then... I mean, I don't want to sell this machine on, but you know, a Miele should have a load sensor at the end of the day. The W1 programming on this has kind of disappointed me, but I can live with it as long as we have a load sensor. The machine might not be as sensitive then, because mum's one, when it cuts the load down, the suds locks are not as sensitive. This thing hasn't. This thing has an abysmal sensitivity to suds locks. The balancing is more sensitive because it's a W1. This is a W1 inside because those were more focused on balancing. I like Mom's one, which skyrockets and doesn't give a damn. The problem is I don't know what Miele would suit me besides a W Classic. There doesn't seem to be one that exists on UK soil. There's so many specific requirements I have for Miele that they all fall under what are inverter models. Apart from the motor, that's the thing, and you can't just swap the motors out on these. They are differently programmed, and I think the boards are different, MRT and MXTs. But he did state that this does have a different motor to the W562, and the pulley is larger, which is why we hear a higher speed. So anyway, we're going to do minimum mine 60, which was on the Miele W562, my favourite cycle, because the machine doesn't care about balancing. This is a bit different, but the final spin is very similar in a way. You'll see. So, I don't normally film during the morning, but I'm on lates this week, and then I'm off for Easter and my birthday. So we're going off to Wales. We're having a party. I might not have to. I'll have to say in the group. We kind of want a Wednesday themed party. Yeah. So this is some bed socks. This is why I got Christmas bed socks. They were never washed yet. Wednesday hat. Pyjamas. Tartan ones. I do like those. This is kind of like a synthetic load, what I would do. I'll just close the door gently. It just feels good that it's my own machine to do that to, and I don't have to worry about, someone worrying. So we are using Almat Tropical Lily, because Miele is one of those brands I have that I don't need to regulate a detergent to. Do a bit more than that. But I did take this machine apart the other day, and we cleaned out all the hoses inside, the Y piece, the breather hose. So yeah, she's all clean inside. That's why I got all these little nicks and cuts on her. She was a very aggressive machine. But no, it was interesting to do all that. Right. There is a WT210WPM nearby, but that's a model that I don't particularly want, because the machine has not got the sculpted side panels. I didn't realise not all Miele's had these. Even the Navitronic doesn't, which I'm very surprised about. So turn around to minimum iron 60. So it's 2 hours and 7 minutes, which is annoying. So I am going to select short, bring it down to an hour and 42, but I will do water plus, hour and 51. There we go. But we will not cut that down, that's the problem. Oh yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to fill. But I do like the fact we tumble while doing this. What's water trickling? Oh yes, somebody hasn't tightened the bloody hose. I don't know why, this thing doesn't like the water pressure in. So we do little pulse fills to top up. That must be like a W1 thing as well. We do these little pulse fills. I did get told off for using this machine in the bathroom. Apparently Miele said that it could have avoided my warranty, but the guy knew I was a collector. So he was fascinated. He even remembers he worked for Hoover previously, so he remembers working on the Hoover 6, but I am cancelling my warranty now after this because there's stuff that I know is going to avoid my warranty on this. Here we go. No, there we are. There you go, porthole fill, cascade fill. You can't. That's a nice long fill there. Oh well, it's good to film this machine again. That means all the new machines have now had one video done of them. She's heating already now. See, nice fast action, I do like that. So we are doing the hydromatic tumbles, as you see. A bit more water. It's probably because the bed socks are quite absorbent. We use good water levels though. Got a hand to the machine with that. We rarely suds up either. So we are heating to 60. We're heating up quite quick. So not very many suds, which is good. If I do something like aerial, it'll probably be a bit of a different story. Yeah, soft water is an absolute nightmare to rinse things in. So you've got to be careful of the dosage. I can't remember what the intermediate spins were like on this again. I guess we'll find out together. So I thought I'd film the minimum iron cycle. And dark garments / denim's quite a good cycle on this. It does she does distribution washes on those. Really, I don't think we do it on cottons, or I need to try 40, cottons 40 on that. The Express 20 though is apparently only one rinse on these, I think. The only thing is I remember when these first came out and I was like, why are they called W Classic? W Classic. Well, we've heated to 60 now, that wasn't too bad. It's about 20 minutes, probably say about that. So yeah, that's done well. No suds really, which is good. Strange, because Almat, I knew were always quite high suds. Maybe in the older machines also. I don't know. Not the hum of the motor you can hear. So, yeah, the eco cycle obviously, yeah, so that's the next one I'll try is dark. Oh no, we're heating again. There we go, heat retaining stage. Interesting, because Mum's doesn't do that on minimum iron. We drained, I think this is the first intermediate spin. I don't think, no, hang on, I think, do we go straight into a rinse? I'm sure there's one cycle we don't do an intermediate spin on. No, here we go. Oh, cut out, won't it? Actually, draining it out. So we don't. I've never seen us do a fast ramp up. We do what's called the Softronic profile. I think it's a very W1 thing. Straight into fill. Yes, I forgot we do this. Is that intermediate spin, is it? That's not what we're doing now. That's not filling yet. Oh, when you do one. There we go. That's the rinse. See, yeah, the spins are not two bursts like the W562. It's like one profile burst and then we fill for the rinse. Look at those half tumbles. It's like trying to do an LG6 motion. Yeah, that is actually trying to be LG6 motion.
I'm just see what I can't remember what level we do for mineral right now. See what level we got. Yeah, deep level, there we go. There we go, look at that. Look at that for a level. Nevermore. See, that's what I mean, we've sensed this as a full load. I'm not complaining because this is excellent rinse water for, you know, wow, blimey. I mean, good cycle for rinsing, because even on the cotton cycle we don't do this level, I don't think, or we have, I think, but this is the more aggressive action. Excellent rinsing though. Right, second intermediate spin, I think it'll be exactly the same. Right, look, this is unbalanced load now, watch what this will do. See, it won't spin it. Minimum iron on the Miele W562 would have taken that in one go. Because I've just given up now, I think. I can't remember, does this just abort the spin if we can't? No, there we are. Got us about 600. Yeah, about 600 there. But we're going to be cut out most of the. We've got more of the chugging there. Okay, second rinse, and we have done a massive fill there, look at that. Not too bad actually. So one more intermediate spin and then the final rinse.
final spin at 1200. That's off the baloney. Just realised that there's a little attachment sat here. What are these torque? I'm trying to think what these torque screws are for. 4 torque screws there. I don't know what. Maybe from a Bosch. I don't know. Not from the Miele or anything. This will be the third and final intermediate spin now. Yeah. Smooth one. Sort of. The final spin is 1200 on this. Oh! That seems a bit slower. A very short intermediate spin, yes. So we do an anti-tangle. I was going to catch this filling for the final rinse. And then we'll start filling. There you go. And that's the final rinse. Got a lovely chrome door. Oh, there comes the squeak from the bearing seal. So I think we'll probably do a similar level. Same sort of level. I'll probably dilute the conditioner a little bit. Let's get one last tumble. Let's have a look at that level from another angle. There we go.
Look at that. Pretty damn good. I do like when the seal creases a bit from the high level. Right, final spin, 1200 RPM. Let's see what happens. Will I take that? Probably not. Nope. Look at that. Absolute sensitive. Never mind. So the 9530 will be in here tomorrow morning. Well, I'll put her in after this, and she can do a towel wash when we come back. Tell me I can't do a towel wash tonight. Well, it'll be like midnight 38 by the time I come back. So no, no can do. I think it's several bursts we do. Start off with 250 RPM to start with, and then we climb. That's 600 there. Oh, there we go. Now I'll take it off. What's that? 600 RPM. We do that boost. 6 minutes. Oh yeah, we do a really long final spin, that's it. Yes, forgot that we hold a long time at 1200. Didn't Dark Garments does this as well. Yeah, it's the same kind of spin the Dark Garments cycle does. Dark Garments goes through in one go. What's that for a middle line? The only thing that was better than the meat for a double 5-2 was longer final spin.
very long spin. I do like this though. You do that fast acceleration. They should have left this as the old program. That pump is incredible on this. Now Raven's doing the anti-tangle, as you see. So back and forth constantly, but you can interrupt this, so we will. And then I do like a beep we get. That is also a W1 thing, I think that is. Right, let's have a look. Have a feel. Ah, they are very dry. They won't take long in the dryer at all. Nice synthetics. Heat, no heat. Oh. Oh no. Actually, that's not. Oh, that'll make a nice little Christmas decoration, actually, to be fair. Oh, present. Oh no. Miele was a bit aggressive on that. Right, anyway. So that was the Miele W Classic WDA210WPM, meaning waterproof metal, on minimum iron 60 with short and water plus enabled. Without short, that would have been an extra probably like 25 minutes or something. So, I mean, if there's anyone here who knows about Miele that can, I mean, he was a Miele technician at the end of the day, but it doesn't make sense that this doesn't have a load sensor, yet the manual states it. The online sales, wherever they're sold, obviously you don't have access to the Miele one anymore, but John Lewis, who is even someone I know who sells Miele on behalf of John Lewis, I'm not sure if they want to be named or not, oh, someone at the door, even states it has a load sensor. So I know they do because I've seen Chris's one do it, and Charlie's dad has the straight facial one, which he's filmed, which does sense a load. I don't know what's been done to this machine, but if his thing is saying that the W562 doesn't have a load sensor when that machine clearly does, then something is wrong there. You know, this is 2020. So they said these started getting designed in like 2010, these machines, but it was 2014 I think these were released, or 2015. 2015 these machines were released. So by then, Miele were using load sensors in literally all their machines. In fact, pretty much every manufacturer today has pretty much got a load sensor, apart from maybe some very basic models. So it makes no sense that this doesn't have a load sensor. It does say automatic load adjustment. I can't figure out why. I would guarantee that the washer-dryer version of this range would have the load sensor. But why this one doesn't, it fails to work, I don't know. Maybe I'll need to get the WDA211 to figure that out, or the WDA111. Maybe EcoComfort, maybe, but I still don't know though. Very, very strange. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So, not sure what's going to be next. I'm going to be over in Wales and at home, going down to London to see Mum, and then my birthday on the 10th. So, we will be celebrating Barbara's 40th birthday, because April 1986 is when she's from, and it's April 2026. And then later in September or October this year, we celebrate having her for 10 years. That just feels crazy that I was 19 when I got that machine. And now look what we're at, 12 machines and 1 dishwasher. Oh, two temporary dryers that I'm getting rid of. One's going to Washing Central, the other one, I don't know what's happened to the White Knight. No one yet has brought the machine, but we'll see what happens. Right, anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow, and I really hope you have a lovely Easter.